What up, guys? This is Legendary Game Kenan, and we're back. Yes, back with another episode, Dragon Ball Z Super Episode 122, and it starts off with a very long stare down, classic to Dragon Ball fans. We have stuff blowing in the wind, their hair and stuff, even stuff that's not supposed to be blowing in the wind, like Vegeta's scar, and that is blowing against the wind. And also, where is this wind that's in? I thought this area has no wind. And it also starts off with the whole all the stadiums just being condensed so that no one feels like they're being lonely and stuff. And everyone's surprised as hell when it happens. All of them are scooched up together. There's tensions between Universe 7 and Universe 11. Ooh, 7-Eleven. Get you. 7-Eleven gas. Yeah, it's gassing, right? 7-Eleven's pretty cool. Anyway, you get Shen trying to act like trying to make friends with some of the Supreme Kais. I'm not sure which one was it because they all look the same. And I know I'm not being racist. That's what it is. And I see Margarita gets a little bit of a spout with Vados, making me like Margarita more. Then Vados does that laugh and makes me like Vados less. Alright, then they start going right at it. Goku goes straight to Super Saiyan Blue, not doing that whole let me power up slowly and slowly so I get to Super Saiyan Blue. We're going straight at it because this is Jiren we're talking about. And they all start going at it. Then you have Frieza and Dispo. I like Frieza's contract. I'm the fastest in the universe. Pulling off a birder with no ass. He's pulling off a birder. And serious, especially just running away. Yep, that's like every Sonic person. Like especially is gonna be running away. And then we have Toppo going up against 17 and Gohan. I'm curious what more the Toppo can do. And while the fight's going on, and they're asking like, "Why are you becoming stronger?" I didn't become stronger to be stronger. Jiren's response kind of confuses me a bit. Like, he says he wants to be stronger to see what the true meaning of strength is, or something. I'm not sure, but it sounds the same as Goku. So like they're both trying to be stronger to be stronger. I was just like, yeah, that's cool. Vegeta comes flying in it was like, "Hey, it's my turn, don't fight." Goku, boy, Goku, come here, stay here real quick. Goku, you do realize that this is a fight for survival. No one gives a crap about hey, it's a fair fight. And Vegeta goes out, and Vegeta is not really doing much to Jiren, and he's being swatted at every time he tries to do so. And it flashes off to Frieza versus Dispo, and Frieza's all like, "Oh, you now super speed multi-point." Dispo sneaks up behind him, but then Frieza's like, "Oh, this tail is good for some. It's really helpful." Dispo is crazy evil says like, "Hey, it's good for me too." And isn't that dragging Frieza? This is the first time you actually see Frieza getting really damaged. Frieza hasn't been damaged yet, other than Gohan, but and he gets dragged on with the whole Broly. This is a Broly sound. This is a really sound. Really it's like. Then you have Goku's Kamehameha, which does nothing to Dispo. Dispo's kind of like a tank. You have it's kind of like a whole tank. This was a tank in the movie. He's taking the Kamehameha. Toppo is taking the Kamehameha. Toppo's taking this was a speedy SF, and there's Jiren who's like the heavy, the balanced warrior. And yeah, I haven't seen much of what Toppo's doing. I know Toppo's strong and stuff, but we haven't seen much what they're doing. And we see more of that, in Universe 11 trying to taunt Universe 7, say the tongue out like that. That was what I would expect him to actually do. So then Vegeta comes in, and he cannot get hit on Jiren. So then Goku steps in and Jiren does that multi-punch attack, and then Goku just gets flown back. Vegeta sees it, and then comes straight at it, and he does it again. And it's like, oh, he hits him right in the stomach. Jiren's all surprised, like, "Did you just hit me? Oh, did you just hit me?" And they're like, "Did you just hit him? Oh my god, you just hit him. Vegeta, did you just hit him?" "Yep, I hit him alright." "He hit him?" and he's all surprised, like, did you hit me? It goes on for a while. It's like, it goes on for, I'm not sure how long, but it's like, oh my god, he got hit. And then they start having equal fights. Vegeta's like, hey, is he on with Ultra Instinct? Oh, come on. They bring out Ultra Instinct a lot. We should have a bunch of Ultra Instinct. We get it. The China Ultra Instinct is the newest form to beat. Swear to God. And Vegeta did a good kick to the guy. Good kick to the guy. And Jiren's like, alright, like Vegeta's like, what's wrong? You're not fighting me as serious as you're fighting Goku. Vegeta's like, okay, you want serious? Doosh, doosh, and then doosh takes his ass out. And blasts him upside down and has this probably the slowest moving attack ever because it looks like it's gonna go out of the ring. And it's like taking forever for it. Like, is no one stopping that? I'm sorry, but is no one stopping that? It looks like it's being dragged on forever. And eventually it explodes onto. I'm not sure what it explodes onto, but eventually Vegeta was able to like get out of that. And Vegeta like, you know what? Vegeta's going all serious, like Vegeta's building up for another one. And this probably takes most of the scene away, as Vegeta, because you can have your final Ultra Instinct, that's something I really like about Vegeta. He doesn't give a crap about this Ultra Instinct form. Hell, I don't even need Ultra Instinct form. I'm fine with my own ability. Thank you very much. And he's going for an ultimate Final Flash. Now, Jiren's been talking a lot of things like, you have no heart and no, like, whatever in the text. Like, that's not Vegeta's style, man. Come on. If every person had that same mentality, then there's no personality in the character. What makes the character strong and stuff. Vegeta builds up an attack. He is going for a Final Flash. A Final Flash of all Final Flashes. Against Jiren, the Grey. And it can feel the air. Even you someone's like, oh, what is that crazy energy? And it's building up. Something that really, a little off topic, but something's been bothering me about Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1. They made it seem like Big Bang Attack was stronger than Final Flash, like, around the time. Like, when I got Final Flash for that movie, it's like, they didn't pay too much, but in the anime, Final Flash is stronger than Big Bang Attack, but they kind of made it sound like the way around. Anyway, back to the Final Flash, you can see how much energy is powering up. And a lot of people are sensing how strong this energy is. And in one blast, he blasts the Final Flash, freaking everyone out from it, especially I'm not sure the Angel was freaking out, but I think the other universes could freaking how powerful the Final Flash was. And come on, you know it's not gonna work. Come on, man. Jiren did not. You think Jiren was gonna just stand there and take a Final Flash? This is the same thing they did with Perfect Cell when he had a Final Flash. It doesn't work. But the difference between Cell and Jiren was, if you look at like Jiren took no scratches. There's no marks on him. There's no like what you do when you get like beaten up, like there's like scratches on your body, like all that little like line. There was none when Jiren did. Like it looked like Jiren actually was down, but as soon as that, in a blink of an eye, he got up right into his face. It's like, hey, that was not half bad. That was not half bad. My turn. And he took that, and he just like start. And in one move, they call him Jiren the Grey. You know why? They call him Jiren the Grey. Look at Vegeta's eyes. It's gray. And the next episode looks like it's going to be a tag team match between Goku and Vegeta. And it's probably going to be like 10 episodes to the universe because it's going about by 1 minute at a time. And we know hell that's not a minute long. And this episode was really good around Vegeta's character, but it's very obvious that Final Flash was not going to work. Come on, man. Do you think they're just going to Vegeta's not going to move when that Final Flash is? I'm so they're like Jiren's trying to prove a point that your Final Flash is not going to work. It's silly, Vegeta. You were not a protagonist. Come on, man. Vegeta was not going to do it. Tournament does not even care about Vegeta too. Maybe Vegeta will pull out something, or maybe they'll give it a Gohan. Anyway, that was my review. I think the episode was pretty good. This was a good deal of Vegeta action, and I like this. And surprisingly, the Frieza and Disco fight was pretty good. It was good to see Frieza being beaten up once in a while. That's what you get, Frieza, for not doing anything. Frieza was just standing there, like, watching the entire time. Frieza deserves to get hit. Come on, man. Frieza needs to get out there and do some work. Anyway, that's my review of Dragon Ball Z Super. I'm still on upload today. I'm just feeling a bit down lately. It was back. The holidays ended, Anyway, thank you for watching my review. Be sure to like and subscribe for all that business. I have a Twitch, Discord, and whatever we can hang out. I always reply to Discord since I have not much fans. Anyway, this has been Kenan on Kaiser, Legendary Game. Remember, I'm not OP. I'm just that good. See you next time.